Hello, everyone. And by everyone, I mean Veteran Wargamer. How's it going? So, we got our Leviathan box, and we're going to look through it a little bit. So, thanks for joining me while we look through this box a little bit. And hello, I am now in the office, hiding away, so that way I can have some privacy. We need a little. We're gonna work on what's going on back there, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be just great. All right, so let's go through this box. Let's open this thing up. How's everybody doing? Thanks for checking us out, either on stream or if you're on YouTube. Welcome, and let's open this box up. Let's take a look at it. So, all told, I already actually opened the box. It took some stuff out of it. That's a cool. This is a cool piece of art. It has the exact same thing on both sides, so you can have a piece of art with the exact same thing on both sides. Cool. Let's turn that down a little bit. Okay. Got that. Yep. You can do something with that. Okay, so I'm actually really excited about this, the Battle for Agram. So this is a worldwide, what do you call that, campaign. So they did this years and years and years ago, and some older folks like me might recall, wow, it must have been like 30 years ago or something now. They might have done this recently. So, yeah, but you basically play your games. You do the little code. Don't look at my code. You do the little code, and you can put in your stats for the games that you've played, and essentially they're going to compile all the different stats for all the different games that people are playing, and they're going to actually change the narrative based on what people are, how the games are going all across the world. So that's really cool. I like that kind of thing. Actually helping to write the story, right? All right, so here we have models. We got some sprue. This looks like a gun from the new gun dreadnought, which is a direct replacement for the old school boxy style dreadnoughts that had a missile launcher and a cool arm on one side. I really like him, but he's more Redemptor size. So that's really cool. Got some nid sprue. I like a good nid sprue around here. This looks like the Carnifex. Yeah, the Screamer Killer Carnifex. You can tell because of the cool claws on that bad boy. I like a Screamer Killer Carnifex. I'm still a fan of the original egg-shaped Killer Screamer Carnifex from back in the day. That was one of my favorite models. It's just really ridiculous. And that's why I like it. Parts for the Dread. That body. The body on the Dread. So that's cool. Old hammer is best hammer. I think I agree with that. Not too bad. Alright, let me grab something real quick before I go any further. Let's see if this will help me. Here. There we go. Perfect. All right. Old hammer is the best hammer. I'm inclined to agree with that as an old hammer person. Here's some more nid. Some more nid. I can't remember the names of these things. I'm really bad at Tyranids. Is this in Turbogon? I think it's Turbogon. It's got a lot going on. It's got flames and things shooting at it. That's pretty cool. Like that, like a Turbogon. Oh my god, there's just piles and piles of sprue. Here is Terminator. Ooh. You like a Terminator? Yeah. Nice Terminator boy. And these are all, looks like they're all push fit, but they are really nice push fit. Every time I see a push fit model, I get a little scared because you pop them together and then maybe you forgot a piece and it's very difficult to get them back apart. So as always, follow your instructions. Make sure you're paying attention. Oh, there's so many piles. Here's some of the Gaunts. Really stoked about these new Gaunt minis. Hopefully they don't topple over like the old stuff did. Very cool. Look at those Gaunts. Oh, there's so many of them. Yeah, there's just like sprue upon sprue of the Gaunt. You get a lot of those. Try to get it in frame. It's tough to see. I know I've got the other box. I got the other sprues behind me. Let's do this. Will that make it a little easier to see? Junior Wargamer and I have been digging the push fit figs and unwars. Just take your time. The hard part is the fiddly bits. Hard part's always a little extra fiddly bits. Yeah. Look at that. Let's see here. I like it better with this in the background, honestly. More Terminators. Wait, no, these aren't Terminators. These are, oh, these are the bros with the Flamers. Flamer guys. We got our Primaris Marines. Flamers and stuff on them. That's pretty cool. Let me put these in a way that I can actually put them back in the box. More Gaunts. A lot more Gaunts. Gaunts are cool. This is the Librarian. Oh, I'm very excited about this guy. This guy's really cool. You can see all the extra Librarian bits on this dude. These are warriors, or is this like a lictor? Yeah, I think it's a lictor. These minis look really cool. They're much different than the original Genestealer, or sorry, Tyranid sculpts. I feel like they're a little bit more true to scale. Like the arms aren't nearly as like kind of exaggerated and beefy. They're a little bit more streamlined looking. Like you can kind of see how the arms aren't nearly as just sort of like cartoony in sort of scale. I actually really like that. It makes them look more real. It makes them look more realistic. As much as a space creature from 40k can look. More Marines. Well, this thing's chock full. There's a lot. More Terminators. Of course. I really like Terminators. Gotta have lots of Terminators. I really like this bit right here. The homing beacon thing. Cool. Alright, what else? More Gaunts! So many Gaunts in this box. You're never going to be needing Gaunts after this. Well, maybe you will. I like to have a lot of Gaunts. I thought about starting Genestealers because of this box. Or not Genestealers, I keep saying Genestealers. Tyranids from starting this box. I had a Tyranid army years ago, like back in like 2002 or something like that, and just I sold everything years ago, and it was okay. I just don't know if it's my playstyle, but they are really, really cool sculpts. When you see cool models like this, it really excites you, and obviously that's the idea. But wow, yeah, these are really cool. I really love the scale being different on these, and not so cartoony and kind of sort of fat and exaggerated. Much more realistic look to them. Some more boys, some more little boys. Look at these little guys. Oh, I like the little ones. The little ones are cool. Look at those little guys. I really like those. I like how they're small. Yeah, these are really cool. Yeah, even like the heads, they're not separate anymore. They're actually sculpted into the rest of the body. And I think that just kind of adds like sort of a real look to it. Gives it a sense of realism because the scale isn't completely bizarre. It mimics something we might have seen in the actual world, so we're able to sort of make that connection a little bit better. Here's some more Marines. There's a ton of Marines. Very cool box. Now I gotta decide, am I gonna build this for the store? Am I gonna build this on stream for fun? What are we gonna do? What should we do with this box? Alright, so we got your divider here. Of course, has some branded stuff. Can't go wrong there. Now this is where the actual book was, and I cheated a little bit and opened the book earlier because I really wanted to look at the book. So let's pop through the book a little bit. Since I got it here, we're just gonna look at it. Take a quick look. Oh yeah, beautiful book. Move my light down a little bit. There we go. Fantastic. You know what? I like this light. There it is. It's a little too. I like that. Look at that. The standard stuff: how to collect, how to build paint. Quick battle reports. Some great artwork in this. Wow. Very cool. If you don't know about the background of Warhammer 40K yet, you got a lot of reading to do here in the first, that's about first half of the book, if I'm being honest. Which, I mean, how many times can they tell the same story over and over again? I don't mind though. If you're like me, and I'll admit this, I never really read this stuff because I kind of know where the story is altogether. Ooh. Alright. I love this. This is like really like classic artwork. Oh, fantastic. Okay. So this is something that you would have seen in the original Rogue Trader era style. This may be like around 2nd or 3rd edition kind of aesthetic, but yeah, for sure. I love that. I love that that's in there. So here's the Strike Force Combat Patrol stuff. Some of it at least. Awesome. So this gives you what's in the book that you can use for your Combat Patrol. That's what it looks like. A Black Templar Combat Patrol. A Blood Angels Combat Patrol. Alright, cool. I like this. Kind of showing you what you can do with those Combat Patrol rules. Looks like they might have one for everybody. Nice. What's a Custodes Combat Patrol? It's like 1 model, 2 models. Actually, I have quite a few. The Lastra Militarum's gonna be like a ton of models. I think these are what, gonna be like 500 points or something like that. Yes, the forces of chaos. Okay, so a good portion of this book is dedicated to explaining what the Combat Patrol is. They're really pushing this Combat Patrol situation hard, and that's fine. That's my boy Magnus. The 1,000 Suns, From Demons. Explaining what the Combat Patrol is for those. Explaining a good Combat Patrol for your Xenos factions. Of course, the Tyranids, and this is what comes in the box. 22 Termagants, 5 Barbgaunts. It's a Barbgaunt. It's a whole different thing that we've not seen before. My phone making noise. Sorry about that. Von Ryan's Leapers. Oh, okay. A Psychophage is what that new model is. I didn't know what that was. Psychophage. Of course, obviously. Obviously, it's a psychophage. As you see, the Colts. Love them. Alright, so it's covering a little bit of everything. Tau, orcs. Let's see, let's go through this. Now we have the core rules section. I love that they're using classic artwork. That's the phone, never mind that. Classic artwork is awesome. Love some classic artwork from the older eras. Not everything has to be all the brand new slick stuff. I like a good old school. Here's your rules. Of course, the core rules released just a couple of days ago, explaining how to get your stuff going. What I'm really looking forward to is Combat Patrol. I think this will be fun. We're actually doing a Combat Patrol event here at the store for our midnight release. Hopefully everybody has enough to build these Combat Patrols that are already sort of existing. A lot of people start off with Combat Patrols. Here's some more flavor. Fluff. A lot of flavor and fluff. Very cool. How to do Crusade. I don't really often do Crusade. I've never done it, honestly, but if you like Crusade, here's the new Crusade rules. That's the thing you could do. Some Crusade rules for you here. A lot of it. Crusade missions. And there you go. That ends the book with your Crusade missions. Man, there's a lot of stuff in that book. Alright, what else is in the box? Of course, we have the instructions, which this is actually a pretty thick instruction book because there's so much stuff to put together. Yipes. There's a ton of stuff to put together. And then you get all your cheering. Of course, the Space Marines get to be built first. I love these new little gaunts. I think they're fantastic. I think the scale of them feels just much better. I know I keep saying the word scale, but it's because I'm really excited about it. It just seems like a better size, like the fit is better. Ooh, this tells you all the weapons. Highlights the actual weapons on the model so you know what's what. I really like that. This makes a lot of sense. Look at the little... What's the weapons on this guy? It's the little teeth. Okay, awesome. Transfers, can't go wrong with transfers. Love decals. Okay, what's in our other divider? All the bases. Lots of those. Ooh, our cards that are coming out. Big bases for the big guys. Must be for the Dread. Oh, no, that's for the Psychophage. Dread, other big guy. Cards, bam! We got a lot of cards here. Your missions, deployments, cool. Gambit cards. Interested in how these will work. I'm not sold 100% on doing a gambit as opposed to just meeting your mission objectives. But hey, what do I know? Mission rules, kind of cool. Your primary mission. Secondaries, a lot of secondaries. Secondary missions, so these are secondary missions for, oh, okay, so they're by attacker and defender. Alright, okay, interesting. I'll admit I didn't read a whole lot about how these works because I'm not a huge fan of card-based gameplay. It always feels a little, I don't like randomness in my games, but that's just me. Here's how to do it. Here's how to do your games. A little instruction manual. I like that. Well, I guess I don't have to do learn to plays anymore. Alright, and then here's some objectives. There's the same thing on each side. Cool. That's a lot in the box. Of course, the big star of the box is the miniatures. Obviously, the book's amazing, but you'll be able to get most of your core rules free online. But the minis, very, very, very cool. And I have a hole in my bag because my rules are coming open. All right, I'm gonna try to fix this all back together. thank you so much for joining us if you did. We're going to stream a little bit later on around, I want to say, about 5 o'clock. We're going to stream because it's comic book day, and we got to talk about new comic books. So we're going to be doing that on Tuesdays, so that way you can see what's coming out instead of telling you about what's already out. We're smart like that. So thanks for checking out the Leviathan box with me and Cheese Comics. There could be Cheese Comics. Was there Cheese Comics? Was there cheese-based comics last time? I just don't remember. So I hope you guys enjoyed checking out the box. Just a quick one. You know, we don't need to belabor it. We all know that there's awesome minis in there and there's new rules and things like that. So we'll be here at around 5 o'clock tonight talking about the new releases for comic books on Wednesday, and I will see you all